All right, so we know we want to get leads off of our website, but we don't want to just hand out typical PDF downloads in exchange for emails. First of all, they're terrible on mobile, and secondly, you have no idea what people do with them after they read them. So let's look at how easy it is to create a lead magnet in Mimiran and put it on our website. So here we have our lead magnets. We haven't created any yet. Let's create a new one, and let's just do a simple checklist. And I'm just going to call it checklist for solving important client problem. And that might be if you're an HR consultant, it might be dealing with sexual harassment. If you're an estate planning lawyer, it might be helping people prepare for retirement. If you're a technical consultant, maybe it's how they set up projects. We just want people to be able to come to our site, see something that positions us as an expert, request more information, and then get it off our website. Here we have this sample. It just says 7 ways to make your website work harder for you. And this is sort of something that might be appropriate if you're a digital marketer or a web designer. But take this and adjust it for whatever content you have. And if you get stuck, there are tools on Mimiran.com to help you play with positioning and come up with ideas. But just go through and list out some things that you would have if you were having a conversation with somebody. If a friend referred you and they were asking about something that's right in your wheelhouse, what kind of stuff would you talk about with them? How would you recommend that they proceed? What are some of the steps that they would go through? And if you can lay that out for your ideal prospect online, they're going to see that you know what you're talking about. And hopefully, if they're a good fit, they're going to want to work with you. Sometimes people think, well, gosh, if I give away my secret sauce, they're not going to need to hire me. And my view is, if your secret sauce is so easy, you can throw it in a checklist and someone can just execute it. It's probably not much secret sauce, and the folks who can take that and run with it are probably not ideal clients. So think about having some kind of checklist where hopefully your ideal clients can say, yes, I'm doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I see how I can do this, and oh gosh, it's starting to get hard. I better call you and bring you in and have you actually help me out. The other thing I'd recommend is put a bio at the bottom, a real bio, not just some kind of corporate resume sounding thing, but who are you as a human being and why would somebody relate to you? People want to buy from folks that they know, like, and trust. And if you're a stranger over the internet, start that process. Be human. So in here, we just have a real simple editor. Go in, you can put your content in. If you've got a PDF or some PowerPoints or some other stuff you typically use, you can copy and paste stuff in here. So once we're happy with our content, we can obviously preview it. But the real next step is let's offer it online. So we're going to create a lead capture widget. And you can see here we've got a preview. It's just a button, not a form, because we don't want to show a form right there on the page. People tend to tune that out mentally. We can go through and we can adjust what the button says. We can change the colors. And if we go over to the behavior tab, instead of just having this thing pop up when someone clicks on the button, we can also show a little pop-up form after a certain delay. Say they've been on the page for a minute, say they've scrolled 90% of the way down, and let's say we want to show it on exit intent. By default, it's going to come up in the middle, but we can change that. Let's say we want to stick it on the top right. Then we can also change what we're going to stick on the little pop-up form that comes up and what fields we ask for. You have to ask for email. We can ask for first name and last name, but I recommend not. You can find out a lot of about folks from their email. Same thing with title, same thing with company. Thing I would recommend is having phone number be optional in here. That way, if somebody wants to get a call back, and I'm surprised at how many people actually appreciate getting a call, you can leave that in there. But folks who don't want to give you their phone number, they don't have to get scared away. Now we can also change the style on the form to make sure it's matching our website, setting the colors and so on, and even using custom CSS if we need to, if you're a web designer. Then what are we going to respond with? Well, we're going to send them to this checklist for solving an important problem. If we want to send them to a thank you page, we can, or we can leave this blank and it will take them straight to the content. Provide an email that will get sent to the person who requests the lead magnet. So we can set the subject, we can set the body, you can put your signature in here so it looks just like your email. And if we want to, we can drop things into MailChimp so that we can do drip marketing after they get the lead magnet. So all we need to do is copy and paste this little snippet of HTML and JavaScript into our website where we want this to appear, and boom, we're done. Now, how's this going to work? If we click here, it pops up this little form, and we can customize that as needed as we showed. So that's how we can, in a few minutes, turn our website into a system that actually generates leads for us instead of something that just kind of sits there like a placeholder.